So, we are less than a week till Joe Rogan officially moves exclusively to Spotify. December 1st, you won't be able to go to YouTube and find those 3-hour long videos of him just talking with everybody from scientists, political figures, creatives, whatever. You'll still be able to see it in the snippets and clips, but he will go to Spotify exclusively for the big, long-form stuff. Now, why did he do that? Well, there's a good reason, and I'm not faulting him for it. They offered him a $100 million contract. I mean, that is 1/10 of $1 billion. $1 billion. If you gave anybody 1% of that, they would be able to, if they were sensible with their money, never work again. I mean, 1% of $100 million, $1 million. That's probably more money than I'll make in my lifetime. And you know what? He's earned it. I think if he wasn't let's say he just started off as a regular guy and he did a podcast, I still think he'd have wound up doing what he did, that his podcast would have achieved the level of success that it has. It just happened that he already had a presence and he was able to build up from that. People knew him from Fear Factor, some movies, I think a couple shows, and the MMA fight commentary and everything. And you could say he's made the most money from this that he's ever made. And from podcasting, it is basically him and other people just talking. And I think how filmmaking, it kind of used to be that creative goal that like, oh, if we just do this, then this will happen and we'll be famous and successful. That was kind of the thing in the 2000s. I think now podcasting is going to be that thing. There are going to be, there probably already is, a whole bunch of people who they have podcasts, but the whole Joe Rogan thing, it's going to cause way more people to get in on podcasting. They're going to go after that elusive goal, and who knows how many of them will be successful. There are definitely going to be some people who do achieve a level close to him, maybe surpass him, who knows. Some people get pretty far, though not quite as far. Some people who are respectable, and then there will be some people who they might be able to make a decent living. They might be able to do with podcasting the kind of living that we do working a 9-to-5 job. And you know, that's cool. If that was my job, that would be amazing. And then there are going to be those other people. Those people who are like, oh, it's my dream to have a podcast and be successful. And they're always going to go after that. But they just won't cut it. But there are going to be those people who are persistent. They're going to go after it. And who don't give up on it. And who knows, they might succeed. Or, you know, at least they can say they tried. But the point I'm getting at is, I think that Joe Rogan has set a new goal for a lot of people. And just like in the early 80s, there was a plethora of games and systems. You're going to see so many podcasters. Maybe there will be a crash like that. Maybe there will be too much stuff, too much variety. But, you know, out of the video game crash, we got Nintendo and Sega, and eventually the PlayStation, eventually Xbox, you could say. So who knows? We'll get some interesting figures out of this. I wonder who.